Kerala looks at the moment one-sided, 5 early trends towards the left, just 1 to the Congress, but that can change. Very, very competitive at the moment in Kerala. Assam also competitive, 4 is playing 3. Let's bring in Sachinandan Murthy for a moment on Kerala. You've been tracking that state, Sachi. This could be history today. If these trends remain, if Pinarayi Vijayan wins, as our poll is suggesting, more than 100, other polls suggesting more than 80 out of the 147, he would be the first chief minister since 1977 to win 2 consecutive majorities. I mean, this would change the nature of Kerala politics. In these early trends, he's even leading in central, he's leading central, southern and Malabar. All 3 regions, the left is leading.
You're right, Rajdeep. He would have expanded the footprint of the CPM and the left front across, because he has also gone for expansion of the LDF, which had not been done for several decades, by wooing the Kerala Congress Mani, a predominantly Christian party, and also getting the smaller parties like the Samajwadi Janata Party. So he has gone on a political engineering across the state, especially after the stunning losses in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. So even as he concentrated on administration, even as he added more to the welfareism of the government, he was doing his political work. So that is what he has been able to achieve. That this is a far better, far more powerful CPM he has led into this election than what was there in the last 3 or 4 elections.
Of course, this is with the caveat that these are very, very early trends. At the moment, it's 43 now to the BJP in Bengal, 42 to the Trinamool, so 43 each, so it can't get closer than that. Sandeep Shastri, should we be paying disproportionate attention, as sometimes we are accused of, on Bengal, or is the fact at the end of the day, who wins Bengal will perhaps decide the narrative at the end of this evening? If the BJP wins Bengal, the headlines tomorrow will be BJP breaches the Trinamool citadel, or the BJP now is India's numero uno party across the country, not just in the Hindi heartland.
Rajdeep, it is a disproportionate interest, but a very legitimate interest. You are fully right in saying that if the BJP makes deeper inroads into West Bengal, it reflects the BJP's stretch, genuine stretch across India. And given the fact that in the last 2 years, the BJP has been focusing on critical state level players, I think the focus of the BJP clearly on West Bengal is to deal with a powerful state level player and neutralize a powerful state level player. Right. So I think the BJP strategy very clearly in West Bengal is to set its footprints. But if I could just take 30 seconds to make a point to what Rahul said earlier. The BJP's vote base, if it is much stronger among the Dalits and among the tribals, it is simply linked to the fact that who is their rival in a particular state. I think the votes that the rival gets, the BJP has been focusing on and garnering the votes of those who are not linked to the rival. So if the tribal vote and the Dalit vote is moving with the BJP, it's simply because the TMC is the one which is opposing the BJP there, and this factor has to be budgeted.
But what is also analysis. True is that the TMC for a long time consciously wooed the Dalit vote. I mean, the left had a dominant vote, for example, among Muslims. To break that, Mamta reached out consciously to Muslims. She reached out to Bodima and the Matua community leadership. So she played the politics which today the BJP is doing Nehle Pe Dehla. They are, in a way, doing to Mamta what Mamta did to the left.
No, but at some level, Rajdeep,